How's it going, everyone? Global markets looking shaky at best. Crypto markets looking positively dismal. However, if you've been following along for a little while, you will know that I see this, as usual, as opportunity. I'm going to get into exactly why and exactly what I am doing about that in just a second. If you do enjoy my take on the market, give me a subscription. I update these videos pretty much every day. My thoughts on the market, what I'm doing, what I'm trading, what I am buying and what I am selling. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. And we can see the S&P today currently down $7,346. We actually wicked a lot lower, all the way down to $7,243 earlier today. It feels strange to talk about that as being a low price for the S&P. Of course, we have broken all-time highs that we put in earlier in January. Down on the day, or down from all-time highs, I should say, to right now, about 3.66%. Earlier today, as low as 5%. What on earth is going on in the world? Well, we've got flare-up between Israel and Iran, right? Israel's tit-for-tat strikes with Iran over the weekend, despite US President Donald Trump's call for Benjamin Netanyahu to hold fire, threatened to thrust the Middle East back into another round of direct confrontation. Israel bombing sites in Iran for the first time since the ceasefire in April. We've also got a US helicopter shot down. Trump says Iran shot down an Apache helicopter and the US must respond. Trump has vowed to respond after Iran shot down a US military helicopter over the Strait of Hormuz. Clearly, markets not happy with this information. Let's bring it back to Bitcoin and to crypto, right? We very well know that we've had a massive slide in crypto. We've had a massive slide in Bitcoin, coming as low as $59,177 just a few days ago, going into the weekend. That means we have broken lows that we put in back towards the beginning of February, I should say, back on the 6th of February. And that was a line in the sand for a lot of people, I think. Clearly, we bounced out of that fairly strongly, but conviction in that bounce has now been somewhat reversed. What I will say, though, is, and what is important to me, and you'll be aware of this already if you've been following along what I'm looking at in the markets, it's the liquidation picture, right? Even on the one day, on a day like today, when we're selling off, right? It makes sense. There is a disparity between leverage short positions in the market and leverage long positions. But if we extend this out to the 30-day time horizon, just look how big that gap is, right? Now, what we're basically seeing, okay, close to, I should say, beyond $1 billion worth of liquidations, right? While this big slide was coming in towards the end of last week, over the last 24 hours or so, we have seen something like $350 million worth of longs liquidated again. It's clear that some people were buying the dip, but what I'm paying attention to more so is the aggregate effect of all of this selling that we've seen, right? There is still a big belly of short side liquidations and short side liquidation risk for us to get into if we can start to catch a bid around here. Now, obviously, the fundamental situation isn't looking too good. I still do maintain the view that we will see lower prices in this bear market before we will see a turnaround, right? I don't think that the bottom is about to come in anytime soon. But what I do know about this market is that we don't tend to keep sliding in one direction for that long. That is why I am positioned long, and I can completely see a scenario where if we do see a clearing up of this fundamental situation, right, of the political situation, this becomes a base of supports. We start to move up even just a little bit and get into some of these short side liquidations, right? Some of these leverage short traders that got positioned while we were selling off, and particularly towards the bottom of the sell-off. That basically gives us the fuel to springboard back into more interesting prices for the bulls and then to build value from there. However, clearly a bad fundamental situation right now isn't helping that, right? We need to see this clearing up, and we need to see probably S&P following. Wicking there, fine. But yeah, I don't think this is completely dismal, though. I do believe we are starting to build value at these prices, and that paints a brighter picture in my mind. If we just come over here to the trading console, you can see I'm currently in 0.35 BTC, down about $1,500 on this trade, which is in at 20x leverage. Apologies, just a refresher on there. I am down about $2,000 on this trade, but yes, 0.35 BTC, 20x leverage, and the average open price for that is $67,500 or $67,600, right? We are under the water on this trade, but I'm okay with that, right? We were scaling into this to the downside, As prices come down, I continued buying. As prices came down, I continued buying. If we do continue to build value around these prices, I would consider bringing my average price down further still. But the point is, I'm not trying to time the perfect bottom with this. I'm trying to scale into a trade while other traders are exiting, because I know usually historically we tend to bounce when we have built up. When the vast majority of the market thinks one thing is going to happen, i.e. right now, the market thinks we're going to go down, I want to bet that we're going to go up. And so that is what I am enacting with these trades. That is the trade idea. Now, obviously, long term, even more excited about this because it means I can accumulate more spot at lower prices as more and more of the market gets more dismal and starts exiting, basically. However, as always, purely my opinion, shared just for entertainment purposes. I do appreciate you watching. There is plenty more to come. Catch you in the next one.